So this morning I woke up and my GoPro decided to take a crap on me. So we have that to fix now, but I'm back here at the house. We didn't catch any fish this morning, but that's okay. I got this bad boy right here fired up. We're gonna have it going pretty much all weekend. I got that thing cleaning right now, and we're just hanging out here at the house. First things first, get her smoking real good, and then I'm about to redo that queso video for you guys. I'm about to redo a queso video and then bring a whole lot more videos to y'all. We're gonna be cooking some steaks. We're gonna be cooking some ribs, some fajitas. We're just gonna be cooking a whole lot this weekend. I'm gonna put a little hurting on this thing, and we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna bring y'all with me. I hear a lot of hate about these pellet smokers, but I mean, as you can see, tell me that's not impressive, right? Tell me that's not nice. And it still burns wood. All this right here, I got a full hopper. All that's wood, okay? My brand is the Pit Boss. I use the Pit Boss competition pellets. And I mean, I love this thing. It is just a champ. There's nothing better. As you can see, as soon as we get the food on there, we're gonna dive in and go for a swim. So, y'all stick with me, and let's get to cooking. All right, you guys, these are the steaks. These are fillets. And right here we got seasoning. It's everything we use: garlic, Montreal, some red onion. This right here, big difference, the salsa Inglacia. Some liquid smoke. And then we also put some pepper and some salt and pepper and some sirloin seasoning from Roadhouse. That's it. We're gonna let these marinate and cook these tomorrow. All right, so with this queso, we're doing a little different. This is the view before we add the meat. So that's your Velveeta cheese. This is Monterey Jack cheese. Here is your cream cheese. Right here is your Colby and Monterey cheese, and then you have your sharp cheddar. And then we don't have jalapenos this time. We're using a can of green chilies. We got 1 can of Rotel, and we got a little bit of garlic. So now we're gonna go ahead and dump the meat in there, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so here we have a pound of breakfast sausage, pound of ground chuck added in over here, mixed together. It's important that you don't just dump it in there after you cook it, because you don't want all that grease in there. So you wanna drain it out or scoop it in there slow. And then we sprinkled a pack of this cheesy taco across the whole thing. That's what that powder is. But you can do it. Basically, you can substitute anything you want and make it any kind of way you want to make it. It's queso and it's going on the grill. You're not gonna mess it up. But I'm about to go throw this on the smoker and we'll get it cooked. All right. Alrighty, here we go. Simple as this: queso on the smoker. Super easy, right? Too easy. Boom. Done. Easy peasy. So simple. I got my smoke tube going. That just helps add a little flavor. So the awesome thing about this is you can change anything you want to on that, and it's gonna be good. So just experiment with it. Make it your own, and I promise you, it's not gonna turn out bad. One other awesome thing I'm learning doing my barbecue today, and yesterday too, I cleaned out our goat's pen. I burned up a whole bunch of old hay, and I started wearing contacts. And I tell you, it is so nice not sitting there, grabbing your eyes and the water rolling out because all that smoke bothering you. It's like now it doesn't faze me at all. So that's a pretty good plus of wearing contacts. But anyways, so we got that on there. You want to stir it about every 15 minutes, and then that's it. I'll let y'all know when it's done. On the back side of these ribs, there's a membrane you got to get off. You don't have to, but it helps the flavor out a lot. So you're going to take your paper towel, just pinch around the edge. You're going to start to get a bite on it. Once you do, you just keep working at it. Peel the whole thing off. Whenever you get done, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Sometimes you gotta pick it at a little more than others. You gotta just find you a good spot. Like that. That was a good bite. Keep pulling. Get you another clean paper towel. Like that. And then once we get it all off, it'll look good like that. But that's what you want to do. It's going to help the flavor out a whole lot. Alright, I got all 4 halves peeled, that membrane peeled off. We're going to put 2 in one bag and 2 in the other. Alrighty, so for ribs, I like to cut them in half because they're easier to fit in the refrigerator, and I'm all about doing things easily, right? The easier the better. That is how it is. So, also, I've got a wife and a 3-year-old who don't like things too spicy. So I have 1 rack of ribs that's cut in half for them, 1 rack of ribs cut in half for me. So, both of them are fixing to get hit with this Worcestershire sauce. It's salsa inglesa. I don't know if I'm saying that right, probably not, but it is really good. This stuff right here, love it. So I'm gonna hit both bags with this stuff, okay? So, like I said, I just eyeball everything. I don't have measurements for anything. And you just wanna really, you don't have to like drown them because it's gonna be in a bag so you can squeeze all the air out so everything gets covered. So we're gonna put a good amount in there. Now we're gonna come over here, do the same thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, still got a little bit left. And this wasn't full either. It was probably down to here. So my wife wants this seasoning. Okay, it is from Texas Roadhouse. Look at that, brand new. So open this up. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and break that up a little bit. We're just gonna give that a good amount, right? You can't go wrong. So there we go. Put this, I don't need that. Cover this back up. Now this is my favorite seasoning. Doesn't have to be this flavor, but Chupacabra makes the most amazing marinade, seasoning, everything. It's all really, really good. This is the one we're gonna use today. So what we're gonna do, same thing, I'm gonna get rid of this because it just slows me down and I don't need that. So just go ahead, open up, and just pour that stuff in there, okay? Go ahead and seal this back up. Now the next trick is we are gonna close these bags off, don't wanna spill. I like to leave a lot of air in there right now for this next part. Leave all that air in there, and then you're just gonna rotate. You're gonna mix that liquid with all that rub, and you're gonna get that covering it really good. So, nice, even coverage. Rotate, nonstop. Do the same thing with this other bag, okay? We're going to close this, and we're gonna shake, rotate. Look at all that stuff, just getting covered. All of it. Okay, we're gonna do that for a little bit. We're gonna get all the air sucked out, and I'll get back with you here in a minute. All right, so we got them shaken up really well. Next step, a lot of people don't want to do it like this. You can take a straw, open just a small corner of the bag, and you can suck the air out of it yourself. You do risk getting some of the juices of the concoction in your mouth, and that's nasty. So what I do, open it a little bit. I'm just gonna make the bag fit the ribs. Okay, try to press down on it as much as I can and roll, pinch. Okay, like that. There we go. That's a pretty good. There's a little air in there, but not much. That looks pretty good to me. Do the same thing with the other bag, and then all we're gonna do is walk them over to the refrigerator and let them sit overnight. All right, so one thing you're gonna have to remember, what bag is what, right? So these look a little bit different. Not much if you're not used to it, but this one, the seasoning is very fine. You can see small little specks of the seasoning. I don't know if you can get that. There's just small little speckles, right? Okay. Now this one right here, this is some coarse seasoning, right? So this is my chupacabra flavor, and this is my Texas Roadhouse rib rub. Now, easier way to do it would just be right Texas Roadhouse across this one, chupacabra across this one, or you can just remember where you put them in the refrigerator. But that's a good thing to keep in mind when you put them in there. All right, you guys, little update. Pulls clean. The scene is beautiful. So, queso looking phenomenal. Super duper easy, right? Anybody can do this. Just takes hardly no time at all. So you don't really have a reason not to make it. But just let that keep going. Get more of that smoke flavor, but it's ready. About a couple minutes ago, we came out here and added a little bit of milk to it. That helps it not stick to the pan. And it helps with the consistency. And you just gotta eyeball that. If you want it real thick, you add less. If you want it a little runny, you add more. You just keep stirring it. Every 10-15 minutes, just come out here and stir it, and you'll be good to go. All right, you guys. So the queso is done, and it turned out amazing. So now, after a dip in the pool and some pork rinds and queso, I'm gonna show you what's going on next. We're doing some fajitas and some pork chops. So here we go. And a little life hack: you buy it already seasoned, you don't have to season it. Shocker there. But these are gonna be delicious. So we'll get these thrown on the pit, and I'll get back with you. Here we go. Now I'm gonna leave that on slow smoke just for a little while to help give it some flavor, and then I'll crank it up and actually cook it all the way through. But I tell you what, y'all gotta get you one of these. People talk like a lot of bad things about these pellet grills, but honestly, it is amazing. I wouldn't trade it for the world. And whenever it does break, I promise you I'm gonna get another one. I can't imagine not having it now. It is really the best. So I love these things. Anyways, I'll let you know whenever I crank the temperature. I'll show you what it'll look like. All right, so it's been about 30 minutes. I just cranked the temperature up. You see they got a nice, they're starting to slow cook. I just cranked the temperature, so now they've got that little smoky flavor to them. Now we can start actually cooking them. So it's gonna turn out pretty good. That's it. But we'll be back tomorrow whenever we fire the grill back up and get them ribs on there. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning and happy Independence Day. I hope y'all you're gonna have a great day, have a beautiful day. It is very pretty out here today. I've already got this guy going. He's got her smoking a little bit. We're gonna heat it up and then I gotta scrub it down. And then we'll get them ribs thrown on there first thing this morning. So I just wanted to get y'all going with me, and I'll let you know as soon as we get the ribs put on. I'll come back and get with you. So y'all have a good day, have a good morning, enjoy your coffee, and happy Independence Day. All right, so one trick I do is I let the meat slowly warm up before I put it on the grill. That'll help it out a whole bunch. So we're letting that warm up a little bit, and then we'll throw it on the smoker. Alrighty, so we got both racks on here. On this side over here, we've got the Roadhouse rub. On this side over here, we got the chupacabra rub. So what we're gonna do now is after you take them out of the bag, they warmed up a little bit, take them out of the bag, set them on here, and you're gonna pour that extra juice that was in the bag with them on top of them, okay? So now I'm gonna now that they're on here, I'm gonna take my rub and just add a little extra, okay? Just coat them things down pretty good. Not gonna hurt nothing, right? There's that one. Let's see here. Give that a good shake. Give these a real good coating. And that'll give them a real good crust. Okay, so real time, no fast forward. That's what we're looking like now. Okay, so I will get back with y'all as soon as it is time to do something else with them. And all I'm doing, very low, very slow. You've got a pellet grill. Its automatic setting is going to be on P4, but you can adjust it, tune it to whatever you want. But that's what I prefer to do. Just let them go. All right, you guys. My wife messed up this morning. She put me in charge of breakfast, so I do not like to be wasteful. So I'm going to use some leftovers. So what I'm going to do here, I got the chicken, pork chops from last night. I'm going to use this tool right here. It's called a Ulu. My best buddy Jake got this for me in Alaska. You're going to hear me talk about him a lot. He is just an awesome dude. But he got me this out of Alaska. It's supposed to be more of a decorative piece, but I use it all the time, okay? And all it is you just get your meat laid out and you just run it through it like that. However you want, however fine you want, you just keep going. I love this tool. It is literally the greatest kitchen utensil. Even for like skinning fish, you can see the blade right there is just amazing. You just work it, you know. Fingers go right here on the back for support. It's just awesome. And I've also got some eggs I whipped up, okay? And then we have our queso behind us. And here in this pan, I've got some butter, okay? And of course, we're gonna keep this keto. Let me get that butter going. Let me get this butter melted. Maybe need a little bit more butter, and then I will get back with you. All right, so I got a pan full of hot butter. I got some eggs whisked up with some salt and pepper. Pour that in there. Okay. I'm gonna let that cook for just a second, and then I'll add in the chicken and pork chops. Alrighty, so eggs are cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our leftover meat. Okay, and then we're just gonna scramble this up. Okay, get this scrambled. And once this gets a little bit more cooked, I'll get right back with you guys. All right, so now instead of adding shredded cheese, I'm gonna add some of last night's queso. Okay. Oh my God. There we go. Now we'll stir this up, and I'll let y'all know when it's done. And there we go. It's all done. I wish you guys could smell this. The smokiness, it just smells so amazing. It's so aromatic. But anyways, we're gonna eat this for breakfast, and I'll get back to y'all with the ribs. I'll see y'all in a minute. Man, it is turning out to be a beautiful day. So I'm here gonna give you my 1 hour update on these ribs. Tell me those don't look phenomenal, okay? Those look amazing. I'll keep y'all updated on how they're doing. One other thing I like to do is I'll fill up a spray bottle, and I'll show you it's half apple cider vinegar and half Worcestershire sauce. And I'll come outside about every 30 minutes, and I'll spray them down really good. And that'll help them keep them juicy and give them just a really great flavor. I'm only having one issue, and I keep telling these guys if they don't start behaving that they're going to be next. But this one right here, that's a Willie. He's pretty great, but that little guy right there, he's not so cooperative. So hopefully they learn how to listen, so they're not after the ribs. All right, you guys. So another little 30-minute update. Apple cider vinegar and Worcestershire sauce. Let me see here. Not too hard because you don't want to blast off all the seasoning. But I missed. Soak them all down really good. Look how good that looks. You cannot tell me that doesn't look amazing. Alright, I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Alright, you guys. After a brief dip in the pool, come back over here. We're going to respray these guys down. Now I'm about to do something that some people like to call the Texas cheat. Okay, now let me get these sprayed down, and then I'll walk you through what that is. Now this whole time, my grill has maintained a temperature of about 180 degrees, okay? So, 180, 190 right in there, and they're gonna turn out perfect. So, I'll get right back with you. Alrighty. So, my wife, she wants hers coated in barbecue sauce. That's what we're gonna do. Texas cheat is taking them the last hour and soaking them down, wrapping them in foil, okay? So, here's hers. Give her some good helping. Some barbecue sauce. Don't be scared to go crazy with it, right? I'm gonna get these wrapped up and get them put back on the grill. Alright, so all I've done with mine is I just cut up some butter. I resprayed them with the apple cider vinegar and Worcestershire and cut up some butter, put them on there. I use the Kerrygold pure Irish butter. That's what I like. The barbecue sauce for the other ones, you can use whatever you want. But for this one, I'm just using butter. So it'll be super good. Now I'm gonna wrap these up and get them back on the grill, and then I'll get back with you. All right, everything is wrapped back up. We've got the Roadhouse style, and we've got my Chupacabra. So everything is going good. I'm gonna go get back in that pool over there, take me another dip and cool off. But everything I've made you this weekend has been keto. So the ones for my wife, that's not a keto barbecue sauce, but everything I've made for me this weekend has been keto. It's been keto friendly. It's all really good food. It's just great. So you just can't go wrong with good food and still making good choices. The Chupacabra, let's see if I can get y'all in on this. A little high on sodium, but 0 carbs. So still good, and the flavor is amazing. But anyways, I'm gonna get this grill closed up, and then I'm gonna go join my family over there and get back in the pool. So I'll get back with y'all when these ribs are done, and we'll see you soon. Alright, you guys, it has been about an hour and a half since I wrapped these puppies. I threw a link of sausage on there too. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these off and let them rest. Okay, but now that they're wrapped in foil, it is going to be a little harder to tell which one's which until I unwrap them, because obviously the ones on the left are soaking wet with barbecue sauce, the ones on the right are not. But while they're in foil, it might be a little hard to tell, so we'll separate them out on a pan. But I will get right back with you guys as soon as I get them off and let them rest. Alright, all we're going to do now is I've set them on a pan and sit them here in the oven, and the oven's not on or anything, you know. But we're just going to let them rest for an hour. Nothing, just let them sit there in the foil. Don't do anything else with them. Just let them rest. Alright, it's been 1 hour. So I'm going to pull these things out. They've been resting. And I'll get back with you when I get into them. Alright, so here we have half rack of my ribs. And then here we have a half rack of my wife's ribs. Okay? So let's open mine first. Tell me that does not look amazing. Look how the meat has sucked up onto the bone. Right here, yeah, it is just too good. That is just, I couldn't have asked for better. You see that right there? That looks good. Okay, and let's go ahead and open hers up too. Ooh, man. Look at that. And we've got the same thing on this side. The bones are now popping through, okay? So let's go ahead and get a cut on these. Let's see if I can, like butter. Oh, man. Look at that smoke ring all the way around. That pink color. Beautiful. Let's try one of mine. Oh man, these are falling apart. Look at that. That is just good. That is just falling apart. Super easy. I will get back with you and I'll let you know how they taste. Well, those turned out pretty great if I don't say so myself. I think that I'm gonna go for another dip in the pool. Probably have a cold beer and relax. Probably take me a nap in this bad boy right here. But thanks for cooking with me, and I'll see y'all later. All right, y'all. I got these steaks been marinating overnight. These are fillets, and it is about to go down. About to walk them outside right now, throw them on the barbecue pit, and get these things going for dinner. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna start out with a nice, slow. Let's see here. Heat them up nice and slow. Heat them up very nice and very slow. And then what we'll do here in a second is we'll crank that temperature. And we'll do a couple minutes on each side. And be good to go. But they're thick, right? So you want to warm them up nice and easy and get a temperature going throughout the whole steak instead of just searing the outside and then they'll be cold in the middle, and you don't want that. So do it nice and slow, and then you sear at the end. It's almost like doing a reverse sear where you do it in a pan and then you throw it in the oven. Or you do it in the oven, then you throw it in the pan. I'm doing the same thing here, warming up nice and slow like I do in the oven, kind of baking it a little bit, and then searing it on the outside. So something like that. But I'll get back with you here in a minute. All right, you guys. I flipped them over. It's been a couple minutes. Flipped them over. Look at that. Tell me that those do not look amazing. I love this pellet grill, man. But I'll get back with y'all here in a few minutes. Here is the product after a few minutes on the grill. It's perfect. Beautiful. All right. Do a little taste test. You can see it pulls apart, no problem. That's perfect. My wife always does a great job marinating, and we're a great team. She marinates it and I cook it. But turned out excellent. We're gonna wind down for the night, finish our dinner, and I'll get back with you. And a day full of barbecue, a day full of swimming in the pool, and a day full of family. So couldn't ask for a better day. We're about to sit down and enjoy our dinner together at our table and just wind down for the night. But thank y'all so much for spending the day with me, spending the weekend with me, and enjoying all these recipes. I can't wait to talk to y'all again. And y'all stay safe, tight lines, and happy Independence Day. I'll see y'all next time. Hey, one more thing before y'all go. My friends here, they've been telling me that y'all should really comment, like, and subscribe. I don't know if you can see, but they've got those crazy eyes, so I do what they say.